What's up guys, this is David here, and welcome to another Mobile Legends gameplay video. Today we will be featuring Cyclops, the Star Soul Magician. Star Soul Magician, well, from the sound of it, it means the magician who controls the soul of the stars. No wonder all his abilities names either have the word star or planet in it. So, let's get into his build. This very cute one-eyed monster, Cyclops, is a very annoying opponent to deal with if played correctly. He's a support mage who's extremely good at kiting enemies and poking them until they die. He also has huge teamfight presence due to the huge cast cover area and range of his first ability and his 2-second stun lock from his ultimate. Cyclops' passive, Starlit Hourglass, will reduce all his abilities' current cooldown by 0.5 seconds anytime his abilities hit a unit. Now, do you know that I said 0.5 seconds for every time any spell hit a unit? This means if you throw your first ability, for example, and it hits multiple targets in its travel, every time it hits a unit, all your abilities' current cooldown will be reduced by 0.5 seconds. This also means if you hit your second ability in full, you will have all your abilities' current cooldown reduced by 2.5 seconds. This is extremely good when you build full cooldown reduction on Cyclops, which we will go into in a little bit. And after you get that, you turn into a quote-unquote Pokemon monster, aka as Pokemon. Cyclops' first ability, Stardust Shock, will send 2 shockwaves forward, each dealing some magic damage. The first one travels slower, while the second one travels much faster. Both shockwave can proc your passive cooldown reduction, meaning if you hit this ability on minion wave, let's say 3 minions, all your abilities' current cooldown will be reduced by a whopping 3 seconds from one cast, due to the long cast range and the huge cover area, as well as the damage. We'll max out this ability first. Cyclops' second ability, Planet Attack, will summon 5 planets circling around him, providing him with speed boost for about 2.5 seconds. And the planets will hit any units within range based on your user settings, whether it's closest enemy or lowest HP. A note here is though, I recommend using lowest HP setting as well as turning on your hero lock mode. This way you can farm more efficiently. At the same time, you can actually choose which target your second ability hits when the teamfight clashes with hero lock mode. With the help of Frost, this ability will instantly trigger 30% slow on any pursuing or fleeting enemies, which makes you an absolutely formidable champion to chase or run away from. Cyclops' third ability or ultimate, Star Power Lockdown, will summon a huge sphere that travels incredible distance to chase a single target unit. Based on the distance traveled, it will either root the enemy for 1 second or 2 seconds. Do note here, it's rooting effect, meaning enemy can still auto-attack or cast abilities while rooted. Another note here is the sphere does travel very slowly, just like how the actual galactic system works, if you know what I mean. So make sure you do not chase the target around after using ultimate and end up dying under enemy turret because they can run away from it so easily. This ability to cast range is absolutely insane though, so it is best to use for ganks or as an initiation tool in a teamfight setting. A note here is, thanks to your passive and 40% cooldown reduction we will build on Cyclops, do not be afraid to spam this ability as much as you want, because trust me, you will have it up in just a few seconds. Oh, and also do note, this ability can be casted on minions as well as jungle monsters. So if your enemy is slightly outside of your cast range and you hit your ult, you will actually fly to the nearest enemy minion, which is always a trauma moment for me when I first started playing him. Now, a very important note here is, make sure you either use champion lock mode to select which target you want to use it on, or just hold and drag this ultimate before you cast it, or you will most likely cast it on their tanks, which will mostly be one of the main reasons you guys are going to lose that team fight. So always cast on enemy backline, including marksman, mages, and assassin. due to the extreme cast range of it. Almost never cast it on tanks unless they're just way off position. Since Cyclops is a support mage in its core, we will run Magic Emblem for the AP, cooldown reduction, and HP offers that will help you stay alive in the early game. Then we'll run Assault on Cyclops as battle spell, so you can kite enemy better. You may also consider Flicker, but from my experience, Assault is so much better due to its consistent speed boost for an extreme long duration. Item-wise, like we just discussed, we'll go 40% cooldown reduction build on Cyclops, as well as extremely annoying utility build, meaning Frost plus Flame of Fury by the way, just like Nana. We'll get Rapid Boots as the first item, follow up with Frost actually. You might argue, why not cooldown reduction first, and then utility build? Well, the answer is, besides the speed boost Cyclops has from his second ability and his ultimate, there's really nothing much he can do early on. He does not a whole lot of damage at all, and he's very squishy. The speed boost provided is actually not that much from your second ability, especially if you get slowed by almost anyone right now in the current meta. So you do want to build Frost first. This way you will instantly become relevant to your team and pose a huge threat to enemy team starting off. Then we'll follow it up with Enchanted Talisman as well as Bleeding Time for the amazing cooldown reduction as well as great mana regen and damage. You then want to finish up the build with Flame of Fury and Blood Wings for the raw damage and HP it offers. From my experience, building Cyclops as a burst mage will almost never work in high elo ranked because he's not a burst mage in any means and he's very squishy. If you're going for the burst, get Eudora instead. Why use Cyclops? Rather, Cyclops is a support mage that meant to dish out consistent damage and crowd control. So, let's get into his gameplay. Just like Nana or any support mage, you want to be roaming around the map all the time. Here, I see Rafaela under her tower by himself. Me and our All About Johnson is able to set up the gank very easily, with Johnson tanking with his extreme passive, extreme shield, able to get the kill really easily. In game, I actually start with 2 magic necklaces for great mana regen, and they will turn into Talisman and Frost later. This way, you will be able to abuse your abilities more in lane to poke enemies and roam around more on the map without the need to go back to base. Here you can see the importance of positioning for Cyclops. We made a mistake of staying in that bush, and the Cow Minotaur is able to come in with the ultimate, and we're easily died. Because you're really squishy like I talked about. So in that kind of situation, there's no way for you to get away. You're just gonna die. So again, positioning as Cyclops, just like Nana, is really important. Always stay in the back and dish out consistent damage and crowd control. An extremely important Cyclops tips or note or whatever you like to call it. And guys, read my lips. Do not out-position yourself or you will die. I know I mentioned that you want to focus on their backline, but yeah, throwing your ultimate on them is just the enough amount of focusing. If you turn your hero lock mode on and just run straight towards their AD carry or mage, the chances are you're going to die before you even get to them. Like any other support mage, you want to stay in the backline of the fight and consistently dish out crowd control and damage. Don't try to Rambo or be a hero or you will be punished. Well, obviously, I'm referring to the decent enemy team you're going against. If this is in matchup mode, well, do whatever you want, because you will still be able to win. Here you see my teammate Tommy on Johnson end up in a bad position in there, and even though he was really tanky, he still ended up dying because there's no way for him to escape. And here you saw us stealing Layla's red buff using her ultimate, because you can actually cast your ultimate on jungle minions, and that's actually a pretty interesting moment for her because she was really pissed off after that. Another note here is, as you see what I do, as a support mage you always want to be with at least one of your other teammates, because Cyclops is not a burst mage. Going by yourself, there's absolutely almost zero damage you can dish out without any help. You have CC, you have crowd control, yes, but after that you can't really single out and kill some enemy champions. So make sure you go with your teammate to dish out consistent damage from you, and your teammate is able to finish up the kill in most cases. Here, even though we use the ultimate on the Minotaur, immediately we realize the entire backline is on the right side, so we'll circle around to the right side with our Saber, and look how much damage we're able to do. Minotaur end up getting caught in a bad position, so we end up punishing him and kill him as well. Here you see us harassing this Alpha right here with the second ability, and able to finish up the kill with the first ability, because due to the long range poke. And we're able to dodge Layla's ultimate just by sidestepping here very easily. Truck coming in with the ultimate on Layla, immediately want to follow up because you're a support mage, always stick around. Another note here is, when I say backline, you want to define someone in the front line. In this game, I define our Johnson in the front line because he's a tank. So I always stay behind him. Here, Johnson almost died, and he actually died, but he has immortality. We just stay on the left side of him. It is ultimate, using everything we have on the enemy Cyclops, on the enemy that can dish out damage to us and crowd control, and Cyclops end up dying. This is a great example. In this fight, you will see the amazing kiting ability of Cyclops. I'm able to use my second ability to extend the distance, between me and the enemy line, and use our first second ability just to harass constantly. Raphael get caught off position with an ultimate, and immediately he died afterward. There's no way for some tank or melee champion to chase you most of the time because of your second first ability, with the help with Frost and Flame of Fury. Here you can see Alpha end up chasing us, and there's nowhere he can go. There's extreme short cooldown on your ultimate due to your passive. You're able to cast ultimate on Alpha again and just murder him with the second first ability. Same thing happened here. We use our combo on the enemy Cyclops and get the kill pretty easily. Layla, unfortunately, the ultimate hit us, but it's not enough to clean up the kill. We're not surviving with 1 HP in that last fight. So immediately go back home for regeneration and come back to the team fight as fast as you can. And in a team fight setting, make sure you keep on throwing your first and second ability, including your ultimate, because of the short cooldown of it, all the time before the team fight starts. Like I said, your ultimate is a great initiation tool. So if you can pick someone off or find an opportunity to use their ultimate on their backline before the team fight even begins, that's extremely good. Here you see, before the team fight begins, we just keep on harassing with our first, second ability and ultimate. Alpha had no idea I can consistently dish out so much damage, and we end up getting the kill with our ultimate and first and second ability. And look at that, just in the late game now, with all the items that we have, just with one ultimate and first, second ability, we got 2/3 of Layla's HP in one combo. And here you see the cow got slowed to the ground, not able to move at all, just because the second first ability was a help for Frost, and he's going to get caught off position again without the ability to use his ultimate at all, and his heal. So here you can see we keep on using our first, second ability again. Truck coming in with the ultimate, same as Clint, riding the Uber truck. And meanwhile, team fighting is going on. You want to be sieging objective. And after that, immediately go back to team fight. Here we use our first, second ability again. The Alpha has nowhere to go. With the help of Gord, he's gonna die. And enemy Cyclops, seeing I'm low, this is what I'm saying. Do not out-position yourself, and that's what he did to himself in the last fight. He used ultimate on me because it traveled so slowly. I was able to get away really fast, and he wanted to kill me, but ended up out-positioning himself, ended up dying. So that would be the game for us. GG, well played. Thank you guys for watching this gameplay video, and hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the show. Check out more amazing videos and come hang out with us every day during our live stream on YouTube and Twitch from 6 o'clock p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, using the link listed below. With that, thanks again for watching this ranked gameplay, and I'll see you guys in our next video.